Were you expecting that?
Um, I, no, not really, to be honest. Obviously, the team of the year was put out maybe a couple of weeks ago and stuff. So, um, I feel like I've had a good season, but maybe to get this award has made it like quite special.
In terms of this season and the journey you've been on, it wasn't that long ago you were playing sort of down the leagues, you were in South Africa. Did you ever expect that you'd get to the point where you'd not only be scoring this many goals in the top flight over the course of a few seasons, but be nominated for an award like this?
Obviously, when I came back from South Africa, I had my sort of bad knee injury, and the sort of aim was to try and climb up to play in the Premier League again, which I knew I was capable of. But it's over the last few years, it's went pretty well, and I'm just happy with how my sort of performances have been pretty consistent and adding sort of more goals to my game in recent years, which has been great.
Did you always have that belief, when you came back and you were playing for Queen's Park, that you would get back to, not only this level, but further than you were before?
I always had the belief that I could, and the sort of application and the work ethic to try and get there. But obviously it's easier said than done. So I've just kept my sort of head down, and just worked as hard as I could, and I've got some rewards for it, which is good.
Talk of a Scotland call-up as well. I mean, for you, that must be huge. And should it happen, obviously, come the summer, but to be called upon and for people to be saying that you should be in there, that must be quite nice to hear.
Look, it's obviously when you're scoring goals and stuff, you get some sort of headlines, and it's always nice. What can you say? It's great for people to maybe say that and whatever, but all I can do is just concentrate on my sort of club football, which I'm really enjoying, and just giving it my best, and you never know what could happen in terms of anything like that.
How big did the weekend feel in terms of that result? We saw how much it meant full time, but did it feel within the dressing room that was a big result for you guys?
I think obviously getting Hearts the first game, we knew how tough it was going to be, but at the same time, the way that the weekend went, we knew a massive result. If we got the result, that would sort of change, not fully change it, but would be a massive boost. And especially with it being the first fixture. So yeah, it was a great result, and obviously other results sort of went our way as well. But at the same time, we all know Scottish football, we know the leagues and how quickly that can change in the space of the next 7 days. So we just got to enjoy that win. And I think there's things in the game that we can get better on as well. So we just need to keep, going, and another massive game against Motherwell on Saturday.
Do you relish taking the responsibility? You've obviously scored a lot of goals in recent weeks. When it's been most needed as well, you're coming up with the goods. It's the club that obviously it means a lot to you as well. Does that kind of mean a lot to you to be delivering for your team at this time as well in need?
Yeah, I think obviously in games there's been big moments, and obviously it's great. We've had a lot of ups of this season, a lot of downs, but you just need to keep turning up and pulling out results. And we seem to, I know it's not been the best season, but we've been quite good at bouncing back after maybe not so good results. Obviously previously we'd been beat 4-0 away to Hibs, and we've bounced back and won it Hearts. So it's just keep on fighting, and it gives you that extra sort of obviously being a Dundee lad and stuff, and it just gives me that want to try and make it as good as possible.
Is there anything that's clicked for you this season in particular? It's not been a great season for the club, but it actually has been if not your best, it's certainly one of your best seasons.
Yeah, it's been, look, I think it's just been a consistency thing with the team this year, and we did miss key players with injury, just like a lot of teams in the league as well. But maybe in key positions where we've had our captain Joe injured for, he'd come back from a long serious injury, and only in the last 5-6 weeks he's came in, and he brings that real stability and experience to the whole 11, not just the back line. So as much as it's been a tough season, we've still got good players in that team that, you know, create a lot of chances and, you know, can hurt the best teams in the league, like what we've shown. But I think it's crucial now that we find that sort of consistency between now and the end of the season to get the job done.
For you personally, is there anything that you've been working on or anything that's clicked for you to have that many goals this season?
I mean, I suppose I just keep working hard on the training pitch and just keep doing what I do, keep believing in myself, and, you know, as you get older you learn how to maybe the runs to make, when to make them, and maybe it's just a bit of experience and a bit of game knowledge that's starting to fully click now.
Which is the Celtic captain saying that you got his vote. What does it mean to get that kind of recognition from him?
Well,
Your peers and
yeah, he's a top player, and, you know, we all know how good he is, and I think he must have a parking space at this hotel because he must be here every season. So he's the sort of ultimate professional, and, you know, obviously what a career he's had. So to get a vote from him is great as well.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Maeda. Yeah, he's been an incredible season, and he's a very exciting player to watch and not a very good player to play against.
Good man.
Thank you.
Thank you.